All right, my man. State your name and let them know you on Real Talk with Nick.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? This is X. I'm on Real Talk with Nick.
That's what's up, man. Are you a Nick fan, brother?
Definitely a Nick fan, bro.
I'm gonna ask you again. Are you a Nick fan?
Definitely a Nick fan, bro.
God damn, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Shit, you a Nick fan?
I'm definitely a Nick fan.
All right, y'all. You heard it, man. Who's your favorite player on the Knicks and why, man?
My favorite player on the Knicks right now has to be R.J. Barrett, man.
Talk to me.
I followed him since he was in Duke. Young boy, he's getting his game up. He's not afraid anymore. He's being aggressive.
What you liked about him in Duke, man?
The way he played with Zion, like he controlled the ball. He's a scorer. He wasn't afraid. He was very aggressive with the ball. Led his team to the Final Four with Zion.
Okay. Now, when you seen RJ get selected into the draft, you still hoping for him to come to the Knicks?
Actually, of course, every Knicks fan wanted Zion. We wanted that #1 pick. But when how the numbers fell and the balls fell, any of them top 3 guys, Zion, Ja, or RJ, we was good with, and we got RJ, who we was happy with.
Okay, now that RJ's on board, what you got to say about his rookie year, man?
His rookie year, it was a little inconsistent. He had some ups and downs. You could tell it was the rookie. Everybody say the rookie wall, but this year, second year, he raised his game up. Like I said, he's being very aggressive. He's taking control of the ball. He's taking his shots when he takes shots. He's driving to the basket. I think he really need to work on his free throws and his shooting a little better. Once he gets that, RJ, he going to be the face of the franchise.
You think so?
I know so.
Over Julius Randle?
I think Julius Randle days is kind of numbered, man.
Why you say that, man?
He unfollowed us on his Instagram. He's thumbs down to the fans. This is New York. We the harshest fans. We want you to perform. When you don't perform for us, we booing you. So we want you to perform. And after the season, he had that.
So you don't think it's nothing personal?
It's nothing personal.
Then why do we want him out of here? If it's nothing personal,
his game is not making people around him better. If you know what I mean. We watching the games. He wants to be in isolation so much. He has young bulls like RJ, Emmanuel Quickly, OBI Toppin. I think OBI Toppin should start. You see what he did at the end of the season when he get those 30 minutes a game?
All right, now before we go to OB, man, all right, I see where you heating up. God damn, man. Yeah. Shit, man, you don't need no leash on this dog, man. This dog know where to... I see, you got that Nick route going. Yeah. All right, man. Well, Emmanuel Quickly, man.
Oh.
We need a point guard, man. Emmanuel Quickly, the combo guard, right? Do you think he shows splashes of being a point guard?
He's another one. You saw at the end of the season when he get the 30 minutes game, triple-double. Him and Obi together play great. So we need them on the floor together with RJ. Mitchell Robb, I love him, but, we need a good big man. We have the team, the gel. We have the foundation, especially with IQ, Obi, and RJ.
Now, when you speak of Mitchell Robinson, who's coming an unrestricted free agent.
Yes.
I'm hearing the Knicks is offering $55 million for 4 years. Do you think?
Nah, I think he deserves more. I think he deserves more. He's our rim protector. You could lob the ball anywhere around the rim. He go get it. The only issue I have with Mitch, his free throw shooting, and he gets in a lot of foul trouble. But that's from him being a rim protector. He wants to block every shot. If he could cut those, get his free throws up and cut down on the fouls, they need to offer him some more money, man. He's young. He's still developing. He's young. What is he, 23, 24 years old?
Right.
So he didn't go to college. He came straight. He's still developing.
Man. Now, I know you heard about all this talk about Donovan Mitchell. Could perhaps come to the Knicks. Some say it'd be a waste to bring Donovan Mitchell here because under Tom Thibodeau, he doesn't have a defensive game. You agree or disagree?
I agree. And the only reason the Donovan Mitchell thing is we're going to have to give up RJ. It's not just going to be...
What? Yeah, come on, man.
People think it's just Randle. But if we could give up Randle and get Donovan, I take it. I take Donovan, but he do have to get his defense up.
But we ain't getting rid of no Randle, man.
You don't think so?
Nah. You think the Knicks going to give up RJ Barrett for Donovan Mitchell?
Man.
Come on now. Come on now. Please don't let me title this video.
No, man.
You saying that the Knicks going to give up Donovan Mitchell
I don't
for
want
RJ
them to.
Barrett?
I don't want them to, but you know what the Knicks do. I hope Leon Rose and them don't do that, but I hope. I'd rather give up I'd rather give up Randle. I was saying give up Randle and get Zion.
Give up Randle for Zion
For
Williams.
Zion all day. I do that all day in America. Have Zion, Cam Reddish, and RJ play together again. The Duke boys. I do it all day in America.
All day in America, huh?
Randle for Zion.
Randle for Zion.
Zion want to come to New York.
Oh, yes, he does, man.
Everybody does. See, everybody
Yeah, everybody.
He wants to come.
Yeah, he sure does.
Think?
Sound interesting, man. I said bring the ball players who want to win.
Thank you.
That's what I said.
Thank you.
And I'm not solely sold out on the obesity when we speak of Zion Williams from getting fat. I think he's deliberately doing that because he's not happy where he's at.
He's not happy in New Orleans.
Yeah.
He's not happy.
I'll go with that.
He's not happy. Yes, they made it to the playoffs, but where's he really going with them?
Okay, talk to me about Cam Reddish, man.
I love Cam, yo. Like I said, I've been watching all three of them since Duke. Tom Thibodeau has an issue with Cam Reddish because once we acquired him, he didn't play him, and you see when he plays, he has some aggressiveness to him. Yeah, he gets injured a little too much, but he needs to be on the floor too. I love Cam Reddish. Like I said, I watched all three of them in Duke. They gelled together in Duke. Cam and RJ will gel together.
Yeah. How they gel? What's the chemistry like with Cam and RJ Barrett? Like splashes from when you go back to their Duke days.
Yeah.
If they can incorporate what they did in Duke and bring it to the
Knicks, that would be great. You see how they ran the floor, they moved the ball fluent with each other, they found each other when they was open, and then with Zion, it's just I think Thibodeau has the issue with Cam Reddish because he didn't want Cam Reddish. He didn't want that trade to happen.
I was unaware of that, so I can't speak on that.
They were saying Tibbs didn't even want that trade to happen. That's why when we acquired him, he just left him on the bench for those first 8 games or something. The only reason he started playing him because everybody started getting injured.
Yeah.
And then he got injured.
Right. After playing 12 games with the
exactly.
Knicks.
So I just, Tibbs is one of them guys, you going to stick defensive practice, I ain't playing you. Because the young boy, Quentin Grimes, is a defensive guy. And what's who? Deuce McBride? Why you don't play them young boys?
But Deuce McBride is in the G League.
But he came up and they drafted him because of his defense. He had a couple games with us.
Right.
But Tibbs is that guy. You gonna stick defensive practice, I ain't playing.
So that goes to show you he's not good with the youth then.
Exactly. And then he gonna play rookies. He's another guy that don't play rookies. He had to play D Rose in Chicago. He was the #1 pick. But he don't play rookies either. So that's another thing. Some of these rookies could play.
Yeah. And why is that, man? You think he just stuck in his ways?
He's stuck in his ways. Defensive-minded coach. These rookies got to learn the NBA game. They coming from college, high school, the game's too fast. So I think he's stuck in his ways. He's an old school-minded coach.
Okay.
I don't think he's a player's coach. You know what I mean? He's a defensive-minded coach, old school. These veterans. You see, he has 8-man rotation. How many guys get DMPs? They not hurt injured. Right. So he's just that type of coach. So
yeah. Mm-hmm. So you don't think he's a good fit with the Knicks?
Not with our youth. We got one of the youngest teams in the league, if not the youngest. So I don't think for our youth, we need a youth-minded coach, a player's coach. I don't think he's developing the right guys yet. They just sending them to the G League. I don't think he's developing them good.
Right. So you don't think so? Wow. And if we had Mike Wilson as a coach, do you think we'll be in a better situation? Because he's the opposite of Tom Thibodeau.
He is.
He's an offensive specialist coach.
He is an offensive specialist. And I would have liked Mike Wilson back. I would have liked it. And he plays the young kids.
But then we would have had a problem on the defensive end. So let's get the perfect scenario, man. We living in a perfect world, man. Mm-hmm. We got Mike Wilson as the assistant, Tom Thibodeau as the defensive coach, or vice versa. Let Mike Wilson be the head coach, and let Tom Thibodeau be the assistant defensive coach.
Defensive coach, exactly. So And we'll see. The draft is next month, so we got the 11th pick.
How you feel about that?
Mad.
You mad?
Yeah, of course. We can't win with no lottery picks, man.
Why is that? Some say we cursed because of
From
Patrick
Pat.
Ewing. You believe that? You believe it was
I
a
don't
conspiracy?
believe it. It's just the ball. We got Knicks. Nothing that bounces our way, man, lately. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like, I think the NBA's rigged. I think it's sports entertainment now. So why you don't want the biggest market to win? So I don't know. Like, we can't never get nothing to bounce our way.
Yeah. Now I want to ask you something, man. If Derrick Rose never got injured, how far do you think the Knicks would have went?
We would have got to the playoffs again.
How far? How deep?
But the East, probably, I don't think we can make out the first round. The East was very good. Miami, Milwaukee. Who else was in it? Boston. I think we would have got to the first round. We missing. I think we missing good players that come off the bench. Our starting five really not there yet. We really need a playmaker.
So when you say
I like the kid Brunson.
You like Brunson?
We signed his pops to be assistant coach. So let's see if that brings him over. I like the kid Brunson from Villanova, from Dallas. Like,
yeah, and how, if he was to come, think he'll open the floor up?
I think he'll open the floor up. He could score, but he's a playmaker. He sticks defense. He's strong. He's like a better Kyle Lowry than me.
Okay.
He's strong. He sticks it. We see what he did in the playoffs this year.
Right.
He had 30-point games, sticking defense. You was seeing what he did.
Right.
So I really like the kid Brunson. I play with RJ and them. So
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like him. He a championship in college. He a champion in college.
Yeah.
So I really like him. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So if Brunson don't come, and we wind up with Emmanuel Quickly still being our option,
I'm happy.
What are the things he needs to do to improve?
Defensively. He has to improve defensively. He shoots 90% from the free throw line. You see, he has his 3-point shot. He's not afraid. He goes to the basket. He finds open man. He just have to improve defensively. That's it. Defensively. I think that's another reason why Tibbs really, he played him some games, but he really didn't play him as much some games. He has a defensive floor.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Emmanuel Quickly's more effective playing the 6-man or starting?
Either way. I think he can start. We see what he did when he started. Last game, he had tripped up.
Right.
35 minutes, 38 minutes. He
right.
started that game. So we see what he can do when he can start. It's just that defensive side, if he can get a little stronger, because then when he played bigger guards, Kyrie, Kyle Lowry,
right,
Devin Book,
right,
we need you to stay in front of them dudes.
Okay. Listen, I don't want to put you on the spot, right? But I had a interviewee who lit up the fucking internet, man. Because he said that OBI Toppin should be traded because he's only good for running fast breaks.
I don't believe that. He's gonna get playing time. We saw what he did at the end of the season. The last 3 games when Randle was hurt and he started.
Right.
30, 10 rebounds. You gotta let him stay on the floor so he could develop. He was shooting threes. His corner 3 is better. So he wasn't just running the floor. One game he had 6 for 8 for 3.
Right.
We could go back to the tape and go to the stat sheet. So you gotta let these young boys get on the floor. What you mean trade them? You go draft them 2 years later, trade them without letting him see what he could do.
So
trade Randle, let him start.
Trade Randle, right?
Let him start. Yeah, everybody know he's athletically gifted, but he can shoot. You gotta let these guys develop their game. Let them get on the floor, get the NBA experience.
So let me ask you something, because everybody said the Knicks got a habit of doing that, trading off players
They do.
too soon before letting them develop.
They do.
How long would you say a player needs to develop?
If he's not highly touted, 2-3 years. 2-3 years. 2-3. Look what Ja Morant did. Every year, 3 years. Got first year, second year, this year, MVP candidate. He won the most improved.
Right.
You gotta let these guys develop. You gotta let them develop. Everybody's not LeBron James gonna come out from day one and be the man.
Right.
Everybody not Mike come out day one and be the man. You gotta let some of these guys develop. Look at Giannis.
Yeah.
Look at Giannis.
All right, man. And before we close out, man, have you been in touch with the series between Boston and Golden State?
Yes. I've definitely been in touch every single game. I definitely want Golden State to win. You know, we New Yorkers, we not Boston fans, so they pulled it out yesterday. They needed that 40 plus from Steph yesterday. We're going for the Bay, man.
So who you think is gonna take it, man?
Boston is. I mean, excuse me.
That's what your wallet's saying, right?
No,
your heart might not want that.
My wallet and my heart. Golden State is 6, man.
Golden State is 6.
Yeah, 2 more games. They're gonna sweep these next 2 games.
All right, my man. And this is the nail in the coffin, man. Because if you're a Knicks fan, you got to be happy with the fact that these Brooklyn Nets got swept.
Oh, yeah, man.
Talk to them.
Yeah, they got swept. They choked, man. Boston got them out of there. Got KD and Kyrie out of there. Man, that was a collapse from Brooklyn, man. I don't know what happened. Knicks would have won at least 1 or 2 games.
Hey, doctor.
1 or 2 games.
Doctor.
We ain't going to bring that.
Oh, but we can, man.
They only played, what, 3 weeks more than us, so.
Yeah, ain't got the nerve to talk shit.
Yeah.
And another thing, don't you know that Kevin Durant talking about leaving the Brooklyn Nets now?
Yeah, exactly. So he don't know what he do. He a journeyman now. He a journeyman. You going to mad different team.
Yeah.
You a journeyman.
You got to pick up some more tools.
You got to pick up some more tools.
And we out, baby.
We out. Holla. X.